What is going on, guys? We got another video today. Today we're going to talk about
backflip fear.
What is backflip fear?
Backflip fear is the fear of landing on your head from doing a backflip, or the feeling of just going backwards and committing to going over your head backwards. Let me explain. When you're doing a front flip, you can see the ground, you can see where you need to tuck your head underneath you to get over your head so you're not going to break your neck. The thing with backflip, all you will really see at the beginning of the flip is forwards and sort of above. You can't see the ground behind you, it's just not possible. You need to commit to the backflip before you can see the ground. This is why backflip fear is a thing. Now, how do you get over it?
In this video, I'm going to explain how to get over backflip fear on a trampoline. If you can do it on a trampoline and you're trying to do it on ground, skip to here in the video and I'll explain how to do it on ground. If you do have a trampoline, there's actually a couple of ways of getting over the fear. And one thing I want to say in this video, this isn't a tutorial on how to do a backflip. I already have a tutorial on how to do a backflip. You can look for that in the description. This is just about the fear part of a backflip and the methods you can break the barrier of that fear. One way to get over backflip fear is to do a backdrop and then do a pull over from that. And that's what this is. And basically what that teaches you, it gives you the feeling of going over backwards. Now you might even be too scared to do that as its own. So what you can do is you can go slightly over the side. Now what that does, that just means that the whole time you're able to see the ground, because when you do the backdrop, you're looking over your shoulder and you can see the ground the whole time. If you can see the ground the whole time, it just makes it a lot easier. And then if you do it over the side, then you can learn how to bring it up, and then eventually you're just going over backwards. So let's say you can already do that. You've learned how to do the back pull over and you want to try and do it from your feet now. So the same can be applied there as well. You can still go over the side and then work your way up. Now, if you're really too scared in the beginning as well, you can use your hands. Doing a back handspring and a backflip, they're both getting over that backflip fear. So use your hands in the beginning if you're too scared to do it without. I can see the trampoline the whole time during that. And then once you can do that, start doing it without hands because you don't even need your hands. Even with that, I can see the ground the whole time. So you've seen there, I started going over the side with my hands, and then I started going over the side again, but trying to do it without the hands, and then it slowly just turns into a backflip. If you do that over time and you gradually just keep going more and more over, you'll eventually have a backflip. Now what's important to say is that you don't stay on that diagonal axis. That's not a good axis to have to be on. You don't want to get into a habit of not being able to go right over the top. This is just simply a way to learn in the beginning so you gradually go over the top. That's what you want to be working towards, going directly over. Now that's one way to learn, but if you don't want to learn that way, just in case you feel like you might just keep going diagonally and it's maybe not the best way technique-wise to learn, you can also find a friend who can spot you. If you don't know what spotting is, that's when someone kind of stands beside you and throws you around and makes sure that you don't land on your head. So he's got his hand there and then he's just gonna throw me around and make sure that I don't land on my head. The main point of a spotter is this hand's gonna push me up. Just like that, easily. And he could also use his right hand to throw my legs around. And then that way, I'm gonna flip properly over my head and not over the side. So if you can find a spotter to do it this way, that's probably the preferred way, honestly. And remember guys, if you're still too scared for even all of that, you can still take out covers like duvets and just chuck that on the trampoline, pillows, make it even softer if you need to. A trampoline with covers and pillows and all sorts of stuff on it, you're going to be able to land on your head and probably not break your neck. But if you do break your neck doing anything that I've said in this video, it's not my fault. This is just simply explaining some techniques, but do it at your own risk, obviously. Now you want to take it to the ground. Now I already have a backflip tutorial, but if you want to get over the fear of backflip on the ground, the reason this is good is because you don't actually go fully upside down. You can see where you are at all times. It's more or less the same methods. You go over the side with your hands and then you gradually build it up. Or preferably, you get a spotter just like Kojo was doing with me on trampoline. Now you probably want to find somewhere with mats, like maybe like a gymnastics gym is good. Even like doing it on sand can be good, or doing it on soft grass. Probably don't try it on concrete for your first time. It also helps to work the correct technique on trampoline. You could do it from standing on trampoline, because when you do it on ground, a lot of people will find they just want to throw their head back to get over it, and then all technique goes out the window because they're so scared about doing it on the ground. If you can already do it on trampoline, it's not about backflip fear anymore. It's about not landing on your head on the ground fear. Backflip fear just gets you used to going over your head. Ground fear is like a different thing. I wouldn't say it's so much a backflip fear. You just don't want to break your neck on the ground. So a couple of things to take away from this video. It's easy to get over backflip fear. You just gotta break it down. You gotta make it less scary, so then it gradually gets more scary, but by the time it's more scary, it's not as scary, if that makes sense. So build it up from the side, find someone to spot you, choose whichever method helps for you. And remember, you can always bring covers out onto the trampoline and make it way safer. So I hope this is helpful in some way. Hit the like button if it is. Share this video with a friend who needs help with backflip fear. Make sure you subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you guys tomorrow with another video. Goodbye. Alright, what is going on, guys? We're back with another video. 3 consecutive daily videos. We're on a roll here. We have a gym session later today, but right now, I say in every single video, your boy forgot to eat. So let's see what we have. We've got out-of-date salad. We got barbecue